Hello, everyone, and thank you for Baxter Travel Media's presentation of Welcome to Germany, Living Traditions, as hosted by the German National Tourist Board. At this point, I would like to invite all of our panelists to please say hello. We'll start with Angela.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Angela, and I represent Munich Airport in North America.
We'll be moving to Karina. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Karina from the German National Tourist Office here in Canada.
And last but not least, Christine. Please feel free to chime in. Okay, it does seem as though Christine is having some short technical difficulties. We'll be chiming in with her momentarily. Once again, we'd like to thank you for your patience. We'll be starting shortly. Thanks again, and we'll be with you momentarily.
Hello. Hello. Yes. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, Chris,
Yes?
we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
As soon as Tabitha is back, we shall begin.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today with the presentation from the German National Tourist Office of Welcome to Germany, Living Traditions, as hosted by Baxter Travel Webcast. With us today, we have Karina from the German National Tourist Office, Angela from Munich Airport, and Christine from Lufthansa. We'll be starting with Karina today, and I'd like to introduce her. Karina, whenever you're ready.
Thank you very much, Tabitha. I'm just opening up my presentation. Just 1 second. There we go. All right. Well, welcome, everybody. As mentioned, my name is Karina Schumacher. I am the PR manager for the German National Tourist Office here in Canada. And I would like to ask you to join me on a journey through Germany today focusing on our living traditions. First of all, where is Germany located? It is the yellow country in the heart of Europe. We have about 82 million people living in Germany. As you can see, it's very easy to get around to other destinations within Europe. But let's talk about our country. So Germany is made up of 16 federal states, with our capital being Berlin. Over 3.5 million people living in Berlin. Other big cities are Hamburg, Munich, and Cologne. And these are all the cities that count for more than 1 million inhabitants. The others are smaller towns and cities, yet there's lots to see and explore in all of them. For Canadian visitors, the favorite destinations in Germany are Bavaria, Berlin, Hessen, and Baden-Württemberg. Once you get to Germany, or your clients get to Germany, it's very easy to get around. You can choose air, car transportation, boats, and the German rail. To give you some ideas of the distances within the country, let's say from Frankfurt to Cologne, it will take you 1 hour by train. From Frankfurt to Munich, it will take you 3 hours. And then from Berlin, which is all the way in the north, in the eastern part, to the south at Munich, it takes you 6 hours by train. And they're steadily always improving the train system. Very easy and convenient way to get around. So you can see it's traveling to Germany. It's easy. You get there. It's right there in the heart of Europe. To get around within the country it's easy. It's safe. It's affordable, and English is widely spoken, which makes it easier for travelers from Canada to get around. Our theme for this year, and I will keep this in mind for the next presentation today and then in the following 2 weeks, are our customs and traditions in Germany. So today we'll be focusing a little bit on the living traditions that we have in our country, and as we move through Germany, I will point some out for you. And then in the coming week, we have culinary traditions and arts and crafts in 2 weeks. So our living traditions in Germany are a perfect way to enjoy and to get to know the country for your clients. It's a very great way to be involved in the traditions, in the culture in Germany, and so in that sense to have a very great tourism experience. We will take a little tour, brief tour through Germany today, and pointed out the cities here on this map are the places I will take you to, and then give you some examples of our living traditions. We start off in Frankfurt, which is a very well known for its financial aspects. We have many skyscrapers. Yes, that's about as much as it gets in Germany. Frankfurt is a very multicultural city. There's lots to see, lots to explore, because Frankfurt does not only have skyscrapers, because we also have very traditional half-timbered houses. We have this beautiful town square here, which is the Römerberg, and you can see the people are really sitting outside on the benches, enjoying the sun, enjoying the weather. During Christmas time, this is where the Christmas market takes place. And then we also have a beautiful opera house in Frankfurt. And on the upper right-hand side, you see one of the biggest shopping malls in Frankfurt. So it's great for shopping as well. Everything is very close and conveniently located. So you can walk around in the downtown core of Frankfurt very easily. We also have 27 museums. And every year there's a museum embankment festival in Frankfurt, which is very nice. And lots of tents outside as well, music, food, a very great way to spend your vacation and visiting one of these festivals. And then, as promised, some events for the living traditions aspect. As I mentioned, the Museum Embankment Festival in Frankfurt, it happens every year. This year it will be from August 28th until the 30th. And it is really a nice way, if you have clients that are traveling to Frankfurt, to recommend it to them, because there they really mix with the tourists, with the locals, with Germans who come from all over the country to visit this festival and to go into the museums. And it's a very great festival. And then we also have the Green Sauce Festival, which also tends into our culinary specialties, the green sauce. So if you want to learn more about the green sauce, you have to stay tuned and come back next week for our next webinar session. This festival is taking place in May, and it will also award the best green sauce from Frankfurt. Moving on our tour up to Cologne, and getting there, a beautiful way is by boat, to do a little cruise on the Rhine River. You will pass by beautiful places like Rüdesheim in that picture, and then you'll pass by many beautiful castles. for example, here in Koblenz in this picture. And a nice way to also enjoy the events and the living traditions in Germany is the Rhine in Flames Festival, which happens every year in May. And it actually lasts on throughout the summer on different weekends at different cities along the Rhine River. You see beautiful, spectacular fireworks. And then getting to Cologne, you are in another bigger city in Germany. You see here the beautiful dome, the cathedral, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Cologne. You also have a beautiful old part of the city. The houses, again, look a bit different than in Frankfurt. In every part in Germany that you get to, or your clients get to, they see that there's something particular and distinctive about all of the different regions. And of course, in North Rhine-Westphalia, like in Cologne, for example, we celebrate the carnival season, which just ended with Ash Wednesday about 4 weeks ago. So that is a great way for your clients to enjoy and experience a living tradition in Germany every year. On we move to the very upper northern part of Germany, to the city of Hamburg, our second largest city in Germany. It has a very maritime flair, maritime feeling to it. There's lots of water located on the Elbe River. You can take a boat through this through the maritime city itself in Hamburg, which is lovely. And in these little arcades here, you see that there are restaurants, there are stores, there are bars, there are little coffee shops. Hamburg is also a great city for shopping in Germany. It's a very clean city. So that's another lovely destination. And for your visitors who are traveling to Hamburg in May this year, we have the 826th Hamburg's port anniversary, the largest port anniversary happening in Germany. Every year you see a beautiful spectacle with lots of boats and ships and a huge firework as well. And then on we move to our capital, Berlin. Here you see the Brandenburger Gate, the landmark for the capital of Germany, Berlin. Not far from there is the Museum Island, where you can take a boat also around Berlin, do a beautiful cruise when the weather is nice. And we have lots and lots of museums, art galleries, little designer stores. Berlin is really an up-and-coming place. And to mention in this correspondence is the this year we're commemorating and celebrating the 25th year of the German reunification. After last year, we commemorated 25 years of the fall of the Berlin Wall. This year, on October 3rd, it will be the 25th year for our reunification for the country. And then to point out some living traditions in Berlin, of course, every year on New Year's Eve, we have millions of people gathering around the Brandenburger Gate for the New Year celebrations. And then we also have the Carnival of Culture, which is happening in May every year in Berlin. And there's a beautiful picture on the right-hand side. And then on we move to the state of Saxony, the beautiful city of Dresden. Here you see the Church of Our Lady, and Dresden is also called the Florence on the Alp. So we have a little Italy up in our Germany, but of course much more beautiful, as you can see in this picture. And this is the Semper Opera. And then on Christmas, during Christmas time, of course, we have the world-known Dresdner Striezelmarkt, where they have a large stollen cut up every year, and it was over 2 meters long last year, which you can enjoy when you visit this Christmas market, and it is definitely one of an item of your bucket list. On we move, still in Saxony, to the city of Leipzig, which is a very modern and historic city. There's many musicians who actually come from Leipzig, like Johann Sebastian Bach, Robert Schumann, and Richard Wagner, for example. So you can visit beautiful churches, beautiful museum concert halls. And then not far from Leipzig, is the Mount Brocken area, where we celebrate every year at the end of April, the Walpurgisnacht. People dressed up as witches, dancing on a mountain around an open fire and scaring away the spring, scaring away the winter and welcoming the spring, the nicer weather. This is also a very beautiful event that your clients may want to partake in when they travel to Germany. Now we jump all the way down to Munich, the capital of Bavaria, beautifully located in front of the Alps. Munich is, I guess, world known to visitors and to all of you, I'm sure. We have many beautiful churches, but also we have the English Garden, which you can see in the right-hand picture with the beautiful beer garden. Bavarians love to sit outside, enjoy their beer, and then also On the left-hand side, you see the BMW world, where you can visit the BMW museum, and the factory side, where they produce and manufacture the BMW. And of course, the Living Tradition event highlight from Bavaria, from Munich, is the Oktoberfest, which is happening every year. And millions of people travel, over 6 million people travel to Munich during that time to enjoy the delicious beers that we have. We have many, many different varieties of beer in Munich. And then outside of Munich, if you're going up to the Alpine mountains, then you can witness the Alpine Cattle Drive, where thousands of animals are being led down to the villages again. And this is another great experience for your clients if they are in the Bavaria region during the end of the summer to witness this spectacular event. And then on we move to the Black Forest, which is located in the southwestern part of Germany. Here's a beautiful picture of the Titisee. And then in the Black Forest, we have many, many living traditions, also many culinary traditions and arts and crafts. You'll be learning more about the cuckoo clock and the Black Forest cake and the pom-pom head, which you see in this picture, and the next coming webinars to point out a living event or a traditional living event is the Swabian Alemannic Fastnacht, which happens also in February every year. You see these handcrafted wooden masks, which the people are wearing, and their beautiful parades marching through the streets in towns in Baden-Württemberg and the Black Forest, another spectacular event for you to visit. And then just to give you a heads up for next week, as promised, we will focus on the culinary specialties along with some of the cities where you can find these specialties, but also the smaller towns in Germany where you might discover the most delicious cakes or the most delicious tea in Germany. I'll talk about some chocolates that we produce and make in Germany, and the fish in the northern part, so stay tuned for that. And before I pass on the word, I would just like to point out our website, which is brilliant for looking up ideas and information about Germany. You can find it at germany.travel. It has a great search function where you can type in any word, anything that might be of interest for you or your client, and it will give you great suggestions. We also have a huge event database on that website, and you can schedule your trips on there as well for your clients. So this is a great tool, which I would recommend you keeping in mind. And of course, we're always here if you want to have any additional questions. We're happy to help you here. And with that being said, for this week, I say auf Wiedersehen. If you have any questions, you may type them into the chat box and we'll get back to them after. And now I would like to pass on the word to Angela, who is with Munich Airport, and looking forward to hearing her presentation. So please, Angela, I'm going to stop this. So, take over.
Okay, I'm going to try to share my screen. It's not letting me. It says, because while other people are sharing, I can't. So let's see, maybe yours is still on.
Now you should be able to help.
Now I can. Now I can do
Okay.
it. Now it's allowing me. Can everyone see my screen?
Perfect.
We certainly can.
Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. Actually, in my area, I'm in Los Angeles, so it's morning here. For those of you that are Irish, happy St. Patrick's Day. I have my little green bar out there. I made it in green today. A lot of you may have known that we're expanding. We offer a lot of flights from North America. We, let me get to the next slide. We offer over 130 departures from the Americas every week, direct flights directly to Munich. And this gives you a little bit of an idea of our growing network. From Canada, we actually offer daily flights from Montreal to Munich, and as well from Toronto. We offer an Air Canada flight as well as a Lufthansa flight. And then also a daily Vancouver flight starting in the spring now again, directly from Vancouver to Munich with Lufthansa. We're very proud that the Skytrax Awards just came out a few days ago, and for 2015, we were, Munich Airport was again awarded the best airport in Europe for the 8th time in a row. We are the world's best airport if you're looking at passenger numbers up to 40 million passengers that transit through an airport. And we're very, very proud of the last award that you see here on the screen. It's the third, Munich Airport is the third best airport again in the world, which is quite an accomplishment because the top 5 are usually the Asian airports, and we're the only European airport, again, to be honored with that award. And there's a lot of reasons why we do get these awards. One of them is that Terminal 2, this is a picture of Terminal 2. It's the check-in area that's dedicated to Lufthansa and Star Alliance partners. As you can see, there's high ceilings. It offers an open and quiet atmosphere. It's the only terminal in the world that is a joint venture project between an airline, Lufthansa, and an airport, Munich Airport. So they basically thought of everything, keeping the transit passenger in mind to offer you a stress-free experience. We offer a lot of wonderful shopping at the airport. We have over 150 retail facilities. And despite the strict regulations of shopping hours in Germany, for instance, a lot of times when you're in downtown cities, they're closed in the evenings as well as on Sundays. But the shops at Munich are always open 7 days a week, and most of them are open from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. You can buy anything from luxury items to traditional Bavarian souvenirs like the Kugelklocks Corinna was talking about, to the delicious Dahlmeier chocolate and coffees that have become famous. And you'll find that the prices at the airport are the same as the prices at the shops downtown. It's also very easy to get your tax refund processed when you're at Munich Airport, so be sure to do that when you do some shopping there. We offer about 45 restaurants at Munich Airport, and it's very international, the restaurants that we offer there. We like to say that they're as international as our passengers. We offer, there's a picture on the top left-hand corner, it's 4 Herbs. It offers dishes from Milan, Bangkok, New York, and Munich. On the right, we have what's called our Surf and Turf restaurant, where you can get excellent seafood and beef dishes. And on the bottom left, we have organic food like sushi and organic foods like that as well. And then we offer an award-winning restaurant at the airport. It's called El Mundo. It's the bottom right-hand photo. It is our award-winning fine dining Italian restaurant. You can enjoy excellent wines there, or authentic Italian cuisine made from local ingredients, and then you'll have views of the aircrafts landing and taking off from that restaurant. Now, of course, since we are located in the heart of Bavaria, and a lot of things revolve around brewing beer, we even have our own airport brewery at Munich Airport. It's called the Airbräu. And guests can even observe the brewing process and how the beer is stored in those huge vats that you see there. They hold about 530 gallons of beer each. And in the spring and summer months, we even offer an adjoining beer garden at the Airbräu Brewery, and it's usually open between May and October. And as you can see, you can even sit outside and enjoy a beer in a traditional beer garden. Even though you're at the airport, you think you're in downtown Munich because you sit under trees. There's a little pond there. And the Airbräu is open daily, every day from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the morning. So moving on, we have wonderful events at Munich Airport. This past summer, we had a wave pool, so you can enjoy surfing. It's free. You also, if you find that a little bit too adventurous, you can just enjoy watching other people surf in some of the lounge chairs that we have surrounding the pool. And then other summers, we've even had volleyball tournaments where we've shipped in 750 tons of sand in order to have volleyball tournaments. And every December, we have our traditional winter market, which includes an ice skating rink and curling. So if you or your clients are traveling through Germany for the Christmas markets, make sure you fly via Munich Airport and you can already enjoy the Christmas market once you land. Munich Airport is also very, very well known because we are very innovative. This is our info, a picture of our info gates, and they are kiosks. And you can connect live virtually with airport service personnel and ask them for information. And you can select the language you'd like to speak to the representative in, and she actually will come up live on the screen for you. And then she'll even print out walking directions for you. So if you want to know how to get to the brewery or how to get to your gate, they will print those out for you. Wellness and beauty is also very important at Munich Airport. You can get manicures, pedicures, and massages at the Cosmetic Institute. There are hair salons as well as barbers. There's Brandt's Barber Shop for the men. We have mobile massage chairs at a lot of the gates. And there's even an Airport M clinic located at the airport if you need to see a doctor. We also offer these nap cabs, and what they are sleeping pods. And we're the first airport in the world to offer these. They're private pods with a bed. As you can see on the right-hand photo, there's a little bed in there. There's a television, a desk, and internet access. And these pods can be used on an hourly basis for a rate ranging between 10 and 15 euros, depending on the time of day. The minimum is a 2-hour minimum, and you cannot reserve them in advance. But it's very easy to pay for them. You just swipe your card, your credit card, and then you can enter the actual pod. There are 4 nap cabs located on level 4. And then there's another 4 nap cabs located in this new recreation area that we have here. And this new recreation area is either people who want to relax or they would like to work. That's free of charge to anyone. In the relaxation zone, we have comfortable chairs, couches. Like I said, you can also use another 4 nap cabs in that area. And there's also always flight monitors located throughout the area so that you know if you have when your flight is departing. And we also have a working zone with a desk, a chair, free internet access in the ports. That's another thing I wanted to mention, that internet access is unlimited. It used to just be for a half an hour, so now it's unlimited throughout the airport. The Hilton Hotel is located directly at the airport itself. Many of you may have known it. It was the Kempinski Hotel. As of the beginning of this year, though, it was rebranded to a Hilton Hotel. So it's basically the same property with the same amenities, just a different brand name. It offers 343 rooms and 46 suites. As you can see, the architecture of the Hilton Hotel mirrors that of the airport itself, and there's a beautiful spa located at the Hilton with a pool, and you can use that even if you're not staying at the hotel itself. So if you have a longer layover, you can head on over to the Hilton and use their spa facilities. I'd like to talk just briefly about the lounges because I know that Chris from Lufthansa may be talking about these. We offer a Star Alliance Senator Class Gold Lounge as well as the Business and Silver Lounge. Lufthansa also has a first class lounge for Lufthansa first class passengers as well as Hans Circle members. And then we have something special at Munich Airport. It is the VIP wing. It's a completely separate wing from the airport, and it's something that's exclusive. It's for those discerning passengers who want to have privacy. They basically never have to even enter the public area of the airport because they can even check their bags in at the wing itself, so they don't have to go to a Lufthansa check-in counter or a United check-in counter or Air Canada check-in counter. They just go to the wing and everything is handled for them. The security check, the baggage handling, check-in, passport control, customs clearance, their value-added tax refunds if you do any shopping, and then there's limo transfer to and from the wing to the aircraft. And also of importance is that this wing is commissionable for travel agents at a 5% rate. This is just a little bit of a statistic to show how there's been an increase of Canadian passengers that are traveling to Munich. And I know a lot of airports like to say that they're centrally located, but we truly are centrally located. You can get from Munich Airport to any European destination within 2.5 hours. And I'm not sure if some of you are aware, but the minimum connecting time at Munich Airport, the legal minimum connecting time is 30 minutes. And the reason for this is because the walking distances are so short. And that connecting time is in regards to Terminal 2, which is the Lufthansa Star Alliance terminal. And only Lufthansa and Star Alliance airlines fly into Terminal 2, and all of the carriers fly into Terminal 1. So once you're in Terminal 2, the walking distances really are short. There are a lot of things that we have that allow us to offer this 30-minute minimum connecting time. One of them, and the most important one, is the Hub Control Center that is in direct contact with the pilots. And we have services that if the connection starts getting tight, somebody will meet you either at the gate or they will meet you at the aircraft with a van, and they will transfer you directly to your aircraft. This is not anything that you can book in advance. It only comes into effect if you have a very, very tight connecting time, and someone will be waiting for you at the aircraft to let you know how you will be transferred. And this is for any passenger, whether you're in economy, business, or first class. Now, getting to downtown Munich is really easy. You can take a taxi, which costs approximately 65 euros. There's also the Lufthansa bus, which costs about 12 euros, and it brings you to the main train station downtown. And I personally prefer the S-Bahn, which is the subway, and you can get to the subway very easily. You just take any escalator down to the lowest level of Munich Airport, and there are 2 S-Bahns that travel about every 15 minutes, and it takes about 35, 40 minutes to get downtown. And you can even get a day pass for about 12 euros. And it's very easy to travel with your luggage on the trains there. Corinna already talked about how beautiful the capital of Bavaria is, Munich, so I will basically skip over those slides. To get to other areas of Bavaria, it's very simple. If you would like to use our car rental service, it's located directly at the airport. You don't have to take a shuttle anywhere. It's open daily from 6:30 a.m. till midnight. It's actually very easy to find. If you're looking for the car rental services, just ask for where the airport brewery is, because ironically, it's located right next to the airport brewery. And these are some of the beautiful sights that you can see within even a half an hour's drive from Munich Airport. The bottom left is Starnberger Lake. You can get there in a half an hour, and a lot of you know the famous Neuschwanstein Castle. It's about a two-hour drive from Munich. And we have a lot of different resources for you. We have one specifically for the travel industry. It's our website at munich-airport.com/travel industry. And there you can download brochures and get a lot of information on how easy it is to transfer at Munich Airport. And this is my contact information. And I would like to thank you all for joining me today. And I will now hand over the reins to Chris. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. I'd like to talk today about the new Lufthansa Premium Economy Class service. Okay, I'm having a problem here. Okay, sorry. This is a new product that we're offering. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the concept. Some airlines call it Economy Plus, some call it Premium Economy. Our Premium Economy class service will be available in Canada, in Toronto and Vancouver this fall, and in Montreal in December. So for the Christmas season, for sure, and third quarter in Toronto and Vancouver, we will have this service. Especially at Christmas, I think it's a wonderful sales pitch to travelers to encourage them to treat themselves to Christmas, to get more comfort, more exclusivity, more relaxation, especially during a hectic time of travel. This is the first new class of service that Lufthansa created in 35 years, and that was 35 years ago when we created our business class service. We also think that the advantages of the new Lufthansa Premium Economy class will benefit either private or business travel, and that's really what I'd like to talk to you about today, more of a product presentation and sales arguments for various travelers, and an explanation of all of the benefits. So the number one, of course, that everyone thinks about is having more space, and there is 50% more space in the new Premium Economy class. There's up to 21 up to 52 seats depending on the type of aircraft. So before I go into the other benefits or advantages of the new Premium Economy, I'd like to just talk a little bit about why we're doing this now. Many of you may know that Lufthansa put quite a bit of our resources and effort into redesigning our first class services and also the business class with lie flat, full flat business class seats. And in doing this, we noticed that the product gap between business and economy class actually grew. And at the same time, you have the corporates negotiating contracts with lowest logical fare as what they're looking for. In addition, about 45% of all long-haul flights from and to Europe now offer a premium economy or economy class product. So, in effect, the competition has changed. Now, Economy Plus, there is a significant difference between Premium Economy and Economy Plus. I'd like to just talk about that for 1 minute. Usually, the Economy Plus has a mostly standard economy seat with extra legroom or space, and that would be either an emergency exits or a free seat in between or the first row of economy cabin. They would be getting the same meals and service as in economy class, no additional luggage allowance, and no extra points on their frequent flyer programs. So we believe that premium economy, based on the research we did with customers asking them what was important, we focused on improving certain areas, which I will show you, and felt that not only from the customer's point of view and from our sales partners who we did market research with, that this would definitely be something very welcomed in the market and be able to be sellable. And from the Lufthansa perspective, it would be an offer where we could see that we have the possibility of also being able to make money, or that the new service could pay for itself, cover itself. More comfort is really what it's all about. More comfort, more exclusivity, more to look forward to, more relaxation, more refreshment. It's all about more. The seat width, each passenger has their own armrest. There's an adjustable backrest, generous seat pitch. I'm not going to go into too many details on this. I mean, but the seat pitch of 96.5, 97 centimeters is 38 inches, for those of you who are more familiar with inches. Your typical economy class would be 31 to 32 inches, so that's up from 31, 32 to 38. The width from 44 to 48, everything, the recline, the screen size, it's all been made larger, bigger to accommodate and give more space. A headrest with ear flaps, more storage space for personal items, and no passenger is ever more than one seat away from the aisle. So each seat has a personal power outlet. So those are the feedbacks that we had from customers on what they would like to see in the economy class seat. So you have all of the 11 points that were put into this new premium economy seat. So what I would like to talk about is, is a little bit of the arguments that could be given to the business and leisure travelers. You're able to work on board because you have a quieter environment. This is an identifiable section within the cabin. It's not part of economy class. It has its own cabin area. It's quieter, and you're paying the same taxes and fees as an economy class. And if you had to take extra documents, or for technicians and sports and humanitarians and charities, you might have to pay for excess baggage. So by having the extra bag, that's something that appeals to these different types of passengers, and good for sales arguments as well. So you start your business meetings more relaxed. You have the opportunity to work because of the big table for your laptop. You have more bags. You have more area for your documents, and basically good value for money. For the new premium economy class for private travelers, the bags also are very important. This is something that, again, people going on cruises or people who are honeymooners, perhaps even tall, big people, people who are handicapped, being able to have more bags to take medical or business documents with them, gives them more of a stress-free packing experiences. And also for those who want to travel, let's say with young kids or teenagers, there's extensive in-flight entertainment with huge screens, power outlet. They can surf. They're much happier being able to have more entertainment, more magazines and choices for them to keep them busy during the flight. We also have, as I mentioned, with senior citizens or handicapped, people going on cruises, humanitarians, appreciate the fact that you get a welcome drink, you have your meal served on china, you have a menu card. There's a little bit more elegance and class to the service aspect. You have an amenity kit, you get your own water bottle at the seat. So just to review, more baggage, more relaxation, more refreshment, in-flight meals served on china, and a welcome drink, a larger screen, power at each seat. You have more miles and more exclusivity. The exclusivity comes as Angela mentioned, the lounges. You do get exclusive access to the Lufthansa Business and Welcome Lounge for a fee. Now, our lounges are not available to people who just come up and say, I'd like to stay at the lounge, I have 3 hours. It's only for status customers. But for premium economy class travelers, for $25, 25 euros, they get into the Lufthansa Business lounges, which is great if you have some time in between your connections or you just want to do a little extra work. So let's look at the business traveler again. You're talking with somebody who has to be fresh and ready for their meeting. Obviously, the argument for them is that they're going to be able to enjoy 50% more space. They're going to have a backrest that reclines, a small, quiet compartment, and they disembark ahead of the economy class passengers. For those who are looking to work on board, of course, the argument there is that, well, you get a nice sturdy table where you can work. You have a lot of storage space for your files and documents. You have a power outlet at every seat. It's quieter because it's a smaller compartment. It is its own compartment. And if you need, you can even have access to Lufthansa Business lounges to continue your work. For those who are looking for baggage, let's say technicians traveling, the 2 free bags, of course, are the major selling point. And, of course, we hear this all the time, our account managers, that corporates are looking for lowest logical fare. But we think that being able to tell business travelers that they can save on excess baggage charges, they can work on board, they get more relaxed, they arrive refreshed, and the taxes and charges are the same anyway as economy class, that there is a cost-benefit ratio to allowing business travelers to upgrade from economy to premium economy. So the sales argument for the business traveler, again, if he has to go straight to a meeting, the obvious sales argument for him is going to be the comfortable seat and the smaller, quieter compartment. For that colleague who has to prepare, it's going to be the huge fold-out table, the additional storage space, and the power outlet at every seat. For equipment or for people going on long trips, 3-4 months, let's say to summer destinations for the winter, and senior citizens, handicapped, wheelchairs, or people who need to take extra equipment with them, it's the 2 bags, of course, that is of interest for them. And the cost-benefit ratio, where one can argue that as a business traveler, arriving relaxed allows you to negotiate a better deal. For your company, you have a good working environment. You feel fresher when you arrive at your meeting. And for the leisure traveler, often you hear people talking about how they would love to go somewhere, but, the flight is so long and it's so very tiring. So again, by these people, by talking about the 50% more space, the fact that they could sleep better in a new seat with a backrest that reclines even further than what they know of in the past as economy class, It's quieter, and there's entertainment program on a bigger screen, and they get to disembark quicker than those in economy class. Excess baggage, people shopping, definitely, again, 2 free bags, each weighing up to 23 kilograms. And again, people who perhaps would love to fly business class but find it's out of reach, but there's something special. There's an anniversary, there's a honeymoon. Here's an option for them to upgrade, to get more space, to get an enhanced service, meal service, welcome drink, amenity kits. And of course, the shopping aspect. Anyone who knows someone who is going for shopping, the excess baggage, and as far as seats available, we're just starting the service in Canada, so we're relying on the trade community to help us sell this. We have between 21 and 52 seats, as I said, depending on the aircraft type. And I believe we went through this already as well, the 50% more space on a larger screen and double the baggage also. So these are some of the economy class benefits that we feel could be used when speaking on the phone and selling, trying to upgrade to the new premium economy class. So those are all the advantages. And we have 3 summer operations returning this year in Vancouver, in Toronto, and Montreal. Toronto Munich is a daily summer op, and Vancouver Munich as well, 2 flights to Munich, and then in Montreal the Frankfurt flight. We know that a summer op, often we need to remind everyone because it's not part of the daily year-round schedule. So again, we appreciate the opportunity to talk to our sales partners to remind them that we have these flights coming into the market, and summer ops also, our Munich flights will have in August, so the last 2 months, September, October, the premium economy class. And as I say, Montreal coming in December. So that's it, and I hope that we can report a successful sales of premium economy in our market. It will be in booking class G, E, and N. If you don't see G, E, or N, then it's not yet available on the Lufthansa flight. There is no advanced seat reservation fee for any PE booking class booking, and there is no dedicated wheelchair seat because any seat can be used as a wheelchair. Also unaccompanied minors can be, there are seats for them in premium economy as well, and there's no need for a quiet zone when people ask to be seated somewhere quiet because the compartment is much smaller and therefore a lot quieter than in the economy class. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. It's christine.wendland@dlh.de, or our experts, LufthansaExperts.com, has lots of information plus a video on premium economy that you could look at. And we also have our call center that is dedicated to travel agent questions, 1-800-56, the year we started service in Canada, Fly Lufthansa. So yes, next year we're celebrating 60 years of service in Canada. So thank you very much for your attention and happy selling.
Fantastic, and I would like to thank all of our participants for joining us today. That's Karina from the German National Tourist Office, Angela from Munich Airport, and Christine from Lufthansa. Now, I do see that we have had a couple questions, so I'll read those out loud. Angela would like to, or Erica would like to ask, how does it work if you're connecting with a large group? Angela, if you'd like to answer that one out loud, please.
I already had texted Erica the response back to her question. But there is a link that I will send. We have meet and assist services at the airport, and I will send Erica that link in regards to how to book those if they want somebody to help them connect with the flights on a group basis.
Fantastic. And the contact info has been put up online. That'll be in the Q&A box for anybody who is interested. I'll just read out the other questions and answers as they arrived. So, Angela, will the VIP limo take you directly to the plane runway or to the gate? And Angela has answered directly to the aircraft. So
Yes.
that's very convenient. And Erica has also asked for the link. And other than that, it just seems as though it's contact information. So fantastic. I would like to thank you all for joining us today and remind you that we do have 2 upcoming Germany webinars, one featured on culinary specialties and the other on arts and crafts, happening every Tuesday at 1 p.m. We look forward to having you join us there. Once again, I'd also like to mention that our webinars are recorded and available on our Baxter Travel Media YouTube channel for your convenience. So if anybody's interested, please feel free to go there or email the moderator at tfbradley, that's T as in Tango, F as in Fish, Bradley, B-R-A-D-L-E-Y, at baxter.net. And the moderator will be happy to pass that information on to you. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take
Bye.
care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.